Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Scorpio, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of March 30th to April the 5th. This week we have the Inner Temple Oracle card, we have the Two of Wands, the beautiful Star energy, the Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups and the Three of Swords. So we have some mixed energies here, Scorpio. Obviously we have some really beautiful cards. We have a lot of healing energy. We also have some hurts and maybe some triggers coming up from our subconscious. At the moment, we can't ignore the fact that we are a world in crisis, in chaos. And, we're going to be feeling this on so many different levels. Like whatever is going on in the, the macrocosm, if that's a term, we also feel that on a micro level individually. So the chaos that we're seeing in the world, obviously, that stirs chaos within ourselves. Feelings of uncertainty, feelings of anxiety, maybe feelings and memories resurfacing from other times in our lives where we felt unsure, unstable. I really like to wish you all, health and happiness. I really hope that all of your friends and family and yourselves are healthy and well. Obviously some of us will become unwell during this time. However, we really need to come together as a community and help each other move through this, keep our anxieties low so that we can heal as a collective. And I do believe that, what we're facing at the moment as a community, as a global community, is somehow some kind of massive purge that is going to shift us into a much greater time, maybe to shift our frequency, to help us evolve, to come back to connection. Because if you look back at humanity, we really have been indulging more and more in our hedonistic side, in money making, corporate greed, consumerism, and all these things. And these crises are making us really challenge what's important and to really take a deep look at ourselves and to really dive into the portal of the heart, which is our inner temple, our inner compass and our guiding light. And I really feel that you're being called to go into the space this week, Scorpio, and you may find some hurts there that are going to come up to be healed first before we can get to this new beginning that we see. So I'm going to kick off by reading out that oracle card, guys. Inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You're being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart, but you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship for you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. Yeah, that line, guys, but you cannot hear the answers unless you carve out each time each day to listen. I just feel like the way we've been living our lives in this time is really one of noise, and that noise disconnects us from our intuitive centers. We can't hear the truth. We can't connect with our higher self. We can't hear with our wisdom. And at the moment, we're being forced, pretty much a forced hand, to slow down. Some people never slow down. And through slowing down, we are going to be spending time with ourselves and things are going to come up. Yeah, we have the High Priestess and the Three of Swords here. So look, a couple of different readings here. Some of you may be going through kind of an external hurt process at the moment. With the situation that's playing out in the world at the moment, some of us have lost jobs, some of us are losing money in the share market, superannuation funds. The stress for some is maybe having an impact on personal relationships, things like that. Some people are losing homes, all of that. There is going to be grief, there is going to be some level of despair, whether it's through an external circumstance like I've just mentioned, or whether it's just internal fear, internal sorrow, empathy and compassion for our friends and family and wider community and all of that. But as soon as this kind of fear comes up and these deep feelings and emotions, that is actually the first step on the healing process. We are actually transmuting a great amount of this kind of energy globally at the moment. And with the High Priestess here, I really feel that She stands for that revealing of subconscious truths and information. I feel like through this process that maybe some memories are going to come up from the past, maybe some revelations, maybe you're really able to see yourself and patterns in your life clearly for the first time in a long time through, being forced to slow down, to turn inwards, to really tune into your heart. The High Priestess is, highly intuitive. Maybe you're getting intuitive messages about what's going on at the moment, how to move forward. But she really does reveal from the subconscious. So I feel like a lot of you might be having, some deep insights that are surfacing that could be painful for some of you. But this is healing, guys, because on an energetic level, these kinds of feelings and emotions do get stored in the body, and we're going through a process where we are releasing at the moment. With the High Priestess here, she's also asking you to really be in tune with your intuition this week. So tune into your third eye, in terms of visions, things you might be seeing, your heart, what you're truly feeling, and your gut as well, and let them guide you. But the beautiful news here is that we have the star energy, and the star is, a great calming, healing, and renewal energy. The star actually follows the tower in the major arcana. So some of you may have been through tower moments, associated with the crisis that we're experiencing at the moment. Some of you might have had, a massive revelation. Things that were built on any kind of shaky foundation in your life may have come down. Again, that can be, losing jobs or a business crumbling that didn't have a backup plan financially, friendships, all of these kind of things, long-term relationships. But, with the tower, it comes down because these things weren't secure. And, we're after moving through this time that we're going through, this great upheaval, we are going to rise like the phoenix from the ashes, and we're being given, sorry, I really can't speak today, a unique opportunity to rebuild a new foundation. Now, I really feel that with the star energy, some of you might be feeling quite vulnerable at this time. Some of you might have been stripped bare of things that were a huge part of your identity. If you have lost a job, that can really define you as a person, that role that you play for, 30, 40 hours per week. Once that's gone, some of you might be faced with, well, who am I? Who am I really at a deep level? Some of you might be feeling vulnerable financially. Some of you might be feeling like you're on your own at this time. Some of you might be physically on your own. But the star energy comes in to help you, rebalance those emotional waters of life, to, understand that this is a rebirth process, a process of renewing, recalibrating yourself, and that new opportunities will come. Time to dream big and make a wish on that guiding star. Heal your chakras. These 7 stars here are said to link to to stand for the chakras in the body. We're going through an energetic recalibration at the moment. But you are being guided. This is divinely guided this time, on a global scale, on an individual level. And we just need to have hope and faith and trust. The star is a card of hope, a card of faith, and faith that everything will work out and the new beginnings will come through when the time is right. And we do actually see that here in your near future or towards the end of the week. We do see an opportunity here. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands shows somebody who is at a crossroads in life, is going through a process of life review and really considering what is now important to them, and then making, strategic decisions and taking the required inspired action in order to, go forth and grasp those opportunities to get to a sense of greater abundance, to move to greener pastures. With the 2 of Wands, the message really is, are you willing to leave your comfort zone, to do what it takes in order to get to a passionate, inspiring new beginning? But this person here, has the wand of the past attached here, but he or she has decided to take a firm grip on that Ace of Wands that is being offered. So I really feel you're going to choose the new. You're going to choose the new paradigm, because we know that the old paradigm, the old ways of thinking, the old patterns are no longer working for us. individually and at a global scale. So the Ace of Wands is that opportunity, a new beginning, some kind of new offering that has been gifted to you from the universe. The Ace of Wands can be a passionate new offer. So yes, that can link to love and romance. It could be a way to earn your money that you're passionate about and you're going to be very enthusiastic about. So some of you might have lost a corporate job or an employee job through this crisis, and you might decide, well, actually I'm going to follow my passion project, or have an ingenious kind of new inspiration of how to do things differently, which could grow into a really abundant business for you. It's that kind of energy. But like anything, the aces as number one in each suit of the tarot, they are the pure potential. They are the beginnings. So we then need to, water those seeds, to nurture them and love them in order to get them to sprout and grow. But the promise is that whatever comes in for you is this offer or new beginning, it has the potential to go the distance as long as you keep taking the action that you need. Keep healing, keep releasing the past, keep tuning into the portal of your heart, and then that's when, this offering will expand. Because the promises are great, Scorpio. We have the 10 of Cups here. This is just one of the most exciting cards in the tarot deck because it's the promise of long-term, emotional abundance, true fulfillment, joy, love, and harmony. This is about, I always say this is my living your best life card. Having it all, financial abundance, beautiful home, children, if that's something that you fancy, beautiful partner. But these people here are not complacent. They understand that getting to this point in life is a cyclic process. We have to continually, release what's not serving us, do the healing work, face the, subconscious, areas of our shadow side that might need integrating, that might need work, that might need release, to then recognize opportunities, take the action that is required to expand them, to turn them into abundance. And then when we've got there, maybe taking a pause to acknowledge and to feel proud of our achievements, but then starting the process again and continually working that. And that's how we keep this rainbow of abundance alive. That's how we continually call in on an energetic level that beautiful sense of emotional fulfillment to us. But this is the promise. This is the, where we're heading with this process. So we just have to remember to have trust, hope, and faith that everything is unfolding in divine timing as it is meant to. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not be for everyone. I'm wishing you all a happy and healthy week this week. Feel free to leave me a comment. We can start a chat, a bit of a community chat if anyone feels like they need any support. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.